Hey everybody, Anime Abraham here and welcome back to another video where today we'll be discussing the special Comic-Con panel that Dragon Ball is getting at San Diego Comic-Con this year. For those of you who aren't in the know, Dragon Ball is getting a special Comic-Con panel this year at San Diego Comic-Con in order to discuss any new information regarding the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie that is coming out next year. Now guys, I will be discussing with you guys my hopes for this panel and what I hope to see and hear about this panel in terms of news regarding the new movie. The first thing I want to hear about from this movie and to know about from this movie is the character designs. I've always wondered who is sticking with for the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie. Will it be entirely composed of CGI? Will we get the classic Gamamora look that we saw all throughout Super's initial run? Or will we get Naonatoshi Shinatai's look that we saw throughout Dragon Ball Super Broly? I really want to know this, which is why I really hope to see this. And frankly, I'm not the only one who wants to know this, as there are countless amounts of Dragon Ball fans who really want to know whose designs they're sticking with. Personally, if you were to ask me, I would hope that Shinatai's style gets stuck with, as Shinatai's style really grew on me, as I really did enjoy the fluid animation that Dragon Ball Super brought to us due to Dragon Ball Super Broly's animation being entirely hand-drawn thanks to Shinatai with some CGI thrown in there. However though, with Yamamoto's look, I felt as though the characters were stiff whenever they moved, and thus they felt like an action figure. Not to the point where it felt like stop motion, but they still felt like an action figure nonetheless. But however though, I'm really hoping that they stick with Shinatai's look because of the fluid animation that it'll bring to this new movie that is coming out in 2022 instead of Yamamoto's look due to its stiffness. However though, each animation style is unique in its own way, and I hope they stick with Shinatai's look or Yamamoto's look depending on what look they want to go with. Personally, I am not hoping for CGI 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie, as even though Toei has been fantastic with its CGI, I just don't see Dragon Ball being transferred over to a CGI medium simply because Dragon Ball has mainly been focused on hand-drawn character designs from Yamamoto and Shinatai. So hopefully they stick with the hand-drawn look from Shinatai rather than a plastic look of Yamamoto and the CGI look that I've been hearing rumors about online. The second thing I want to hear about this movie is the plot and its characters. We all know who the main characters are, those being Goku and Vegeta, or any of the side characters that they have in the form of the Sea Fighters. However though, I really want to know what's going to happen in this movie and who will be the main villain of this movie. A lot of Dragon Ball fans have made speculations and even their own plots on what the movie is going to be about. A specific example being Saiyan Scholar. Saiyan Scholar made a fantastic video on what he wants to see from this movie and made his own plot for the movie regarding Cooler. I already made a video talking about who I want to be the next Dragon Ball villain that is coming back or being introduced in the Dragon Ball Super 2022 movie. However though, Cooler seems like the best fit due to him being Frieza's brother and him wanting revenge against the Saiyans who killed Frieza in the battles with the Resurrection F, and even wants to punish Frieza for participating in the tournament power. So I think that Cooler would be a perfect fit for the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie, and Saiyan Scholar also made a fantastic video discussing the plot details on what he'll want a Cooler to look like if Cooler becomes the main villain in Dragon Ball Super 2022. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below so that way you guys can check it out for yourself and support Saiyan Scholar. The third thing I want to see happen or want to hear about happening in this movie is if any new side characters will be introduced. We saw how well Chilai and Lemo did in Dragon Ball Super Broly, as they were like lightnings in a bottle with this movie, as their dynamic with Broly was top notch. They were on the villain side, but they weren't necessarily villains, as all they wanted was to help Broly due to his innocence and being corrupted thanks to Paragus. With that being said though, I really do hope that they introduce more side characters like Chilai and Lemo, as they were lightnings in a bottle, or anything like that in the future, or better yet, they could expand on Chilai and Broly's relationship, which is also something I'm really hoping for from this movie, as I really like Chilai and Lemo's characters, and I really want to see Chilai and Lemo's relationship be expanded in the 2022 Dragon Ball Super movie. The fourth thing I want to find out from this panel is whether or not any future plans for the anime's return will be revealed to us. As we all know, Dragon Ball Super kicked off by retelling the first two movies that came out during the Dragon Ball Renaissance period, those being Battle of Gods and Resurrection of Frieza. With that being said though, since Dragon Ball Super kicked off by telling us the first two movies, it's only natural that they would tell us whether or not the anime will return after this movie. With this, I personally do think that Dragon Ball Super will return after this movie, and I really want to find out if my suspicions are confirmed. If they are confirmed, it'll be only natural that Dragon Ball Super's second season will retell the first two movies that came out in the Dragon Ball Super moniker, those being Dragon Ball Super Broly and the Dragon Ball Super 2022 movie that is coming out next year. With that being only natural that Dragon Ball Super will retell its first two movies, that will give the manga another chance to get ahead and extend the manga's run by about, let's say, about 12 weeks, I'd say. And with that being said, 3 chapters will be introduced, as Dragon Ball Super's manga is not a weekly manga, rather it's a monthly manga rather than a weekly one, meaning that we have to wait almost 3 months for 3 chapters to be introduced, which will give the appropriate amount of time for any future arcs, including the Granola arc, to finish, and allowing time for the animators to plan out the Moral arc and even the Granola arc as a whole once these arcs finish. With that being said though, I really do hope that Dragon Ball Super's return won't end up like Dragon Ball Super Season 1 in that it had terrible animation all throughout. This is because Dragon Ball Super was subjected to heavy time constraints during its initial run, with it being announced 6 weeks before it was set to premiere, with animation in Toei Animation taking much longer than that in order for it to look good, quote unquote. Dragon Ball Super suffered from many animation fans calling it the worst animation that Dragon Ball has ever received, and even it being compared to GT in terms of quality simply because of its animation. I really do hope that Dragon Ball Super returns after this movie, and frankly, I'm not the only one that wants Dragon Ball Super to return, as there are thousands, if not a bevy of Dragon Ball fans that want Dragon Ball Super to return for Season 2, as the manga has already kicked off and outpaced the anime itself, with 2 arcs under its belt that are new to us, those being the Moral arc and being the Granola arc. With these 2 movies being retold under the Dragon Ball Super moniker, the Dragon Ball Super manga will allow any future arcs to finish, and thus allow any animators that work for Toei Animation to plan out and animate the Moral arc or the Granola arc, depending on which arc they want to tell first. But personally, I'm thinking that they would tell the Moral arc first, considering that it came out sooner than the Granola arc, and thus it'll allow Toei Animation to plan out and animate any scenes that the Moral arc will provide to us. With that being said though, I really do hope that Dragon Ball Super returns, and thank you guys so much for watching. And with that being said though guys, that's gonna about do it for today's video. See you guys later, goodbye, and remember the Anime Abraham Army loves you and will always love you. Remember you guys to show this video plenty of support, as it really helps me out a lot, as it lets the YouTube algorithm know that I exist. So if you guys like this video, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. With that being said though guys, peace out, and I'll catch you on the road, and see you guys later in the next anime or what if related video. Peace out, and see you guys later.